to us when we get a little bit of extra assistance. It's very important to show that people do care.
We may not be able to eliminate hunger, but certainly we can have a real positive impact if we collaborate with other organizations, with food banks and the like, to give them additional mobile food pantries so that they can reach out and better deal with the issue of hunger.
I can't work, so I can't feed my kids and my mom. And this is just awesome. You know, sometimes you can't wash clothes. I got detergent and I can wash their clothes. I got food for them, I got snacks for them. You know, it's awesome.
We'll have a second truck rolling within a year. And, you know, there again, that speaks of the clubs working together to raise the money, to find a way to help out in our own community and to serve the community as Rotary is supposed to do.
Salam.
Jam.
Salam. Ewa.
Rida. Apa ya Pak? Pak.
Mir.
Shanti.
Yep, Sangyok di.
We all want the same thing.
Peace.
And Rotary clubs
Sola.
are making it happen.
Lucky.
Through international scholarships for young people to promote peace and understanding
La Fei.
around the world.
Señal de high.
Rotary. Humanity in motion.
Good afternoon. Rotary has long maintained that some of the best ambassadors of goodwill are to be found among youth, a belief that is validated every year by 7,000 youth exchange students who promote the cause of world peace in 80 countries worldwide. The focus of cultural study is to increase understanding rather than acquiring or sustaining ethnocentric views. Ethnocentrism leads to arrogance, misunderstanding, and suspicion, qualities that are the antithesis of world understanding and peace. Patience and acceptance are personal attributes which foster impartial study of cultures. The Youth Exchange Program is about learning, understanding, and accepting a foreign culture. But it also provides a window on one's culture through the presence and actions of youth exchange students in their host countries. I am proud to have been one of those world peace agents. In 1990-91, I lived in Japan, District 2640, as a youth exchange student. I was 16 and I lived with 2 host families. I attended a Japanese high school, the first Rotary exchange student to attend there. Before I went, I spoke about 10 words of Japanese. It was, in the words of almost every youth exchange student, the best year of my life. The experience kindled my imagination and challenged me in many, many ways. Living away from home in a foreign culture at a young age is a transformative experience. There is nothing like it, and it is arguable that once a person is past a certain age, the opportunity for such an experience is lost forever. Young people are fresh, and the world still holds some magic. I think the inexperience of youth is their greatest asset because it makes them daring and fearless. This may drive parents insane, but it makes the students fully embrace the experience of youth exchange. I am proud to be a Rotarian and proud to be involved in Rotary's Youth Exchange Program. We are a worldwide network of dedicated Rotarians working to make the world a better place, one exchange at a time. Our exchange students help put a real name, face, and personality to a people of a country. They are also able to see other nations by knowing the people that make up that country. Another way of stating it is that one-on-one exchanges help people on all sides to separate the people of a country from the government of a country. These exchanges build the bridges between peoples of the world, and it is in times of troubles these bridges are most important. Globalization has become quite a buzzword. Youth exchange is globalization at its very best. Globalization at its best is what youth exchange students do when they are at their very best. They reach into the heart and soul of other people and other cultures, insisting that there is a way to understand, or at least to set aside the differences that separate us as human beings and as nations. We must make the entire earth our home. This is what globalization means. The Rotary Youth Exchange Program gives young people a chance to experience the breadth of the world at a time when they will feel it most deeply and take that feeling personally. Once you have lived and actively participated in a foreign culture, it is no longer just a faraway place. Even today, I never read the news reports with the degree of detachment I used to before I made friends in all corners of the globe. The gap closes between the television and me. I remain personally involved. Without Japan, I would be a very different person than I am today. For those of you in the audience who don't know me, this statement certainly lacks power. But think back, if you will, to a time which for whatever reason affected you so deeply that even now it springs to mind. Think of a dozen of those significant times or the people that embodied them. You see how it is impossible to imagine who you would be if all that hadn't happened to you? Japan altered the course of my life and changed forever how I perceived the world. I followed up my Rotary year with another year in Japan during college. After graduation from university, I found my way to Thailand through a Rotary connection and worked there for a year. It was during that time that I found my calling. I wanted to help others have an exchange or study abroad opportunity, their chance for a life-changing experience. Off to graduate school I went for a degree in international education. Since then, I have worked at a university sending almost 2,000 students overseas every year to study. It is their turn to explore another country, learn a culture, gain language skills, and begin to realize the impact they can have on the world and what they can learn from others. I joined Rotary in 2001 when I was only 27 years old. I joined not because I was invited, which I wasn't, but because I had a debt to pay for the incredible experience I was given as a Rotary Youth Exchange student. It's a debt that will never be repaid in my mind, not through active membership, not through committee work, and not through donations to the foundation. I do, however, actively participate in all of those areas. The youth and adult Rotary programs, Interact, RILA, Ambassadorial Scholars, and Group Study Exchange, are untapped areas of membership growth. Keep in touch with your alumni, as they are our future business, education, community, and political leaders. Rotary has a lot to gain from them, and they have a lot to give Rotary. Shortly after joining Rotary, I was asked to become the district chair for Youth Exchange in District 6580. It's a Rotary job I loved and left only because I would be moving out of the district. One day I got up early in the morning to pick up some Youth Exchange students that were hosted by other communities.